Baby, I'ma hold your hand when I tell you this. Your music is not selling because your music is not good. That's what it is. I'm tired of us calling her like she's a little girl. Like, it's time to be. Music is very lackluster. It's giving very much so Disney Channel vibes.
I'm not confident, you know? So where I find my confidence, I have to like pray. I have to like pump myself up. And that's honest and real.
Mm-hmm. Sorry that you got cheated on.
It's all right. Been a couple times. You know, I feel like
Really?
No matter how bad of a bar, sometimes niggas cheat.
What do you think? Is it immaturity? Is it scared?
Yeah, it's not a you thing. It's a them thing.
Oh, every time.
And like anytime I find out somebody cheats, I move on. And
Hey guys, welcome to the video. Before we get into this video, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and turn on post notification bells on. But definitely like, please help me out with the algorithm. But anyway, today's video, we're going to talk about Chloe Bailey, the naughty girl. She says she doesn't want to be perceived a certain way by men, but let's be honest, that's all she puts out. Anyway, she is a singer. She's an actress. Just a beautiful, talented girl. Now, as a child, she was raised in like a two-parent household, but her dad was putting a pause on her mom. I don't know if it was all the time or just sometime, but you know, he did get locked up for that. He wasn't like prosecuted, like he didn't have to do jail time. I think he just had to take a couple classes and he was able to get off. And as I tell you guys all the time, even though a child can be brought up in a two-parent household, that doesn't mean that child is going to be perfect, because Chloe is very vocal about the fact that, like, personally, I think her body is great. Like, this is a pretty girl to me. But of course, I know my opinion don't matter. I'm just, you know, whatever, like a commentator or whatever. But I think she's very pretty. But she suffers with self-esteem issues. Like sometimes she said her face isn't attractive. And it's like, girl, what? And that seems like it's always the prettiest women that has self-esteem issues. And then she says, like, sometimes her body, she think her body, like, she's fat. And I think a lot of, and like, just imposter syndrome. And I think, honestly, I think a lot of us women can relate to like the body part. Like, oh my gosh, I look so fat. Or like sometimes women, oh my gosh, my boobs are saggy. And it's like, girl, your boobs are fine. Sometimes I think what it is, you see your body all the time, but other people can look at your body from afar and think that it's gorgeous. And she does do a lot of affirmations, like have them around her house, I heard. I do that as well. You gotta have your affirmations, especially if you know, well, that's normal. I feel like everybody suffer with insecurities one way or another. It don't have to be looks. It don't have to be looks all the time. It could be something else. It could be your career. But I feel like a lot of people do suffer with insecurities. But anyway, let's get into the video. Obviously, this video is just a personal opinion. This is not the news. I am not a journalist. I'm just talking to my homegirls. But anyway, let's get into it.
I don't like aggression from a guy. So if he's like getting loud, I'm like, you can take it down, because we're adults and we need to speak as such. Just like I should respect you, you should respect me. So I'm pretty chill and easy. So I have been cheated on a few times, and it's like in my head, I feel like I got them back after the fact, after the relationship. And I'm like, ha, you'll never know. It's just for like a little internal.
Dang. Against the person cheating.
Ooh.
Well, you said a couple of times. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The 2 times I've been cheated on, social media.
Welcome in Paris, Ghana. We don't move.
Of course.
Social media.
And
social media
evidence.
Oh, you called
Went through his phone?
No, I've never gone through anyone's phone.
Well, how'd you? Okay, what on social media? Like it was posted such
They
and such
tagged him.
with such and such.
It was like, yeah, it was multiple things on social media.
Yeesh.
And then evidence like panties and hair ties.
Jesus
and things like
Christ.
that.
Oh, let me ask you a
That's
question.
just disrespect.
So word on the street is Chloe does not have the best choice in men, but you know, that's kind of like average. Most women in that age bracket, that 20 to like 28, they don't have the best choice or taste in men. And I feel like that's fine. That's fine. Just don't be having babies by these men, and don't be letting these men embarrass you all around town. Unless you into the embarrassment, like you don't care about the embarrassment because you just having fun. That's the thought process that you gotta have. You just gotta have like, okay, I know who this guy is, like how he is. I'm just having fun, because I'm the same way. I'm 30, but I can look at it. I know you're not supposed to judge, but I look at a guy and like, I don't like guys that's too attractive, too street, too hood, because you already know. Not always, because some hood guys and some attractive guys will be faithful, but ain't gonna be a lot.
When I've been with, I don't want him going through mine.
Has anyone gone through your phone in a relationship?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I like how you had to think about that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
wait, did that happen?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because even if I see like a heart emoji next to something innocent, that's going to trigger me. Like, who the fuck is this sending you a heart? And it could be innocent. I don't need to know. Just
see, you're trying to avoid the toxic ways.
Exactly.
I respect
it.
Look, it's so funny because I seen somebody post a couple months ago, like, why she kept on being in St. Lucia, and somebody was like, why she keep being in St. Lucia? She must got a boo up there, and then she pop out with Burna Boy. Now, I will admit, when I first seen Chloe Bailey and Burna Boy, I thought this was another one of her PR relationships, because it's like, I just always find it weird, like, why are there so many pictures in which y'all just popped out together? So I still kind of feel that in a way, but let's just say this is not a PR relationship. I do think it's kind of normal, but always just be safe, be cautious. And I do feel like a lot of women, y'all got to peep game. Y'all got to know game for what it is. You got to know what kind of guy you're dealing with. Like, you can date an attractive street guy or whatever. And I don't know. It could be a money thing. Who makes more money? I don't know. I don't know. Like, look, he buying other girls' cars, and she might want to get her a car. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, the only difference between this and Keisha, just keep it cute. Know your position. Know what it is. Don't fall in love. Don't get your heart broken.
I don't understand none of the comments telling Chloe Bailey to stand up. Clearly, you have never been with your boo at the club. I be just like that. Really, she's actually keeping it cute. For real, because don't let me be in the club with somebody I'm talking to. What? Y'all might have to kick us out for public indecency. She's keeping it super cute. That's her first Nigerian that we know of. Leave that girl alone. Let her have her fun.
Now, something I do wonder if Chloe Bailey had these body dysmorphia type of issues, or thinking that she's bigger than what she really is, or just sad about her weight when she was younger, or was it just when they became into the limelight? I mean, of course, she could have had him in her childhood as well, being that she looked so much like Halle Bailey, and Halle was probably always skinny, and they look alike, and sometimes not on purpose, but people do compare children, and you should never do that, because that's like hurtful. Put it on the children's mind. I don't care what it is. Do not compare children. But I do feel sad for Chloe Bailey and others, because like being in the limelight, it's like in Hollywood, you have to look a certain way. You got to always have the makeup done. Your face got to be beat most of the time. You can be natural sometimes, but for the most part, you got to, you won't be overlooked if you look natural, because they're like, oh, you got that on? And like a lot of the, like being an actress or like a rapper or a singer, your team sometimes can shame you for how you look. And it's like, that does do something to your confidence.
I'm gonna be completely transparent. My body and my weight fluctuates constantly. There will be times I look and I'm like, damn, I'll feel way bigger than I was. And I look back at pictures, I'm like, Chloe, you were snatched. So it's like, sometimes, even right now, like I gained a couple pounds and I'm like, it looks good on me. I'm just, instead of beating myself up about it, because I will, I notice when I'm stressed, I eat, because it's my favorite thing. It brings me the utmost joy. It never fails. I'm like, it's okay. I just I'm growing. My body will grow, hormones, things change, whatever. But it's like, I can't put so much pressure on myself.
Now, I can't lie. I never really paid attention to Chloe Bailey before I did this video. Now, of course, I always thought what I know her for was her body. Like how she said, she don't want to be like, looked at a certain way by men, because of her body and stuff like that. But she always shows her body. But I'm starting to like her just about like what she's saying. Like, I relate to a lot of that type of stuff. Like, I don't do the cheating stuff. Now, you cool, and yes, we do make mistakes. I'll forgive you, but I can't take you back, because I'm the type of person, like, I don't forget how a person treated me, or like, what they chose to do. Like, you had a better option. You could have said no. It's not worth me losing my girl or embarrassing her or putting her in harm's way, like, with diseases and stuff like that. Or, some girls, they just crazy. They might beat up your girlfriend. But, yeah, like, so it's no. But I'm not in the same way. Like, I don't need evidence. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize this, but you can break up with somebody just because you don't want to be with them. I don't need evidence. If I see one thing and I know it's true, oh, you're done. And I'm not about to, I don't confront either, because I feel like when you confront guys, a lot of the times they can sway your decision or lie, and you're like, okay, well, maybe I should give them another chance. No.
Sorry that you got cheated on.
It's all right. Been a couple times. I feel like
Really?
no matter how bad of a bitch you are, Sometimes
What do you think? Is it immaturity? Is it scared?
Yeah, it's not a you thing. It's a them thing.
Oh, every time.
And like anytime I find out somebody cheats, I move on. And they don't believe me, I'll tell them in the beginning. I'm like, you know, we're imperfect humans, but you cheat on me, I'm out. And they don't believe me till their number is blocked.
How do you find out they're cheating on you? They just straight up tell you?
God, Instagram, life.
All the above.
Them not putting away evidence,
Really?
panties, hair
yeah.
ties.
You found panties.
A
in-
lash extension on the shower floor. That's not mine. And I haven't been wearing lashes for a while. But I kept that to myself. I just waited to just collect more evidence.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How long would you like wait before you would tell someone? How much evidence did you need?
Till they can't deny it.
I'm not confident, you know? So where I find my confidence, I have to like pray. I have to like pump myself up. And that's honest and real. So the girls and the guys who are looking at me like, I want to be confident like Chloe. They don't know what they're really saying. They're just seeing the outer shell of Chloe at her job.
Now, like I said, I really like Chloe. I like what she's talking about because I just feel like in this generation, a lot of women, they just do not stand up, you know, for themselves. They take anything from a man. A lot of women are even okay being like the third. Like they know this man got a girlfriend, but they still be going for this man. I don't know what the men be doing to y'all. Like I gotta have my own. I got to have my own, and I am the prize. A lot of women nowadays, and I don't blame them totally because men are letting women know, especially black men. That's why I always say you should broaden your horizons. Even dating Africans, dating Jamaicans, dating white guys, dating Spanish guys. Don't date them for the fetish, but open your horizons. Of course, most black women, our first choice is a black man. My first choice would be a black man. But if a black man is not going to give me what I want, if he's not willing to provide and protect, and like, you know, be romantic, be chivalrous, like teach me things, support me, be there for me emotionally, I don't want that man. And I want I have a list and I want to get most of the stuff that I want on my list, or I would be single. I'm okay with being single. I can hold my own, but I'm not about to hold my own while I got a man. So that's a wish that I have, that more women would value themselves. And I know people be like, mind your business. You shouldn't be worried if another girl's a pick me. I should be worried because the guy that you were dating, you were shaping him like, cause like say you don't require a man to provide. You don't require a man to protect. You don't require a man to do anything for you. All you really care about is just having some bed and a body, like some random body in a bed. When he gets to the next girl, it's gonna be like, oh, she requiring too much. I can just go with this chick over here. I ain't even got no job, and she doing everything for me. Like it really matters. So when we think about a Simone Biles' husband, we can see why some men, black men, thinking they are the prize nowadays, because that's how some ladies, a lot of black women, because I feel like you feel like, oh, you're not going to get anybody. You can see why some men think they're the prize nowadays, because a lot of women are doing everything for these men. And these men, they don't even have a pot to piss in. They're not there for you emotionally. They're not romantic. You got to tell them to do every little thing, and you still giving him everything.
I will never wait for any man. You either want me or you don't. And, you know, a common phrase I think that we've all heard is never let a man tell you or show you more than once that they don't want you. So if I even feel a piece of like, I abort, I block, I dismiss myself. So it's like, you know what? You teased me, you were a tease. I had a little butterflies, but not anymore. I back down. I remove myself from the situation. I don't need you. I don't really want you anymore because you showed me what I would get in this. So I back down. I leave it.
So as I mentioned earlier, Burna Boy and Chloe Bailey, they doing their thing. I'm sure they're not girlfriend and boyfriend. It doesn't give that. It just gives we smashing. I'm showing her around Nigeria. We're having a good time. We clubbing together. It definitely get we smashing. But I mean, if she's into that kind of thing, like I said, she is young. I can't stand it when I mean, as long as the man is single, I feel like it's fine. And y'all using protection and stuff like that. And you getting what you want to get out the situation. So like I said, don't be stupid. like y'all about to get married. And I'm sure she knows that. I would hope she knows better than that. And that's with all women. You got to realize, like, after you start dating, and there's nothing wrong with a girl dating. Like, I be in my spurts. Like, sometimes I would well, this is what I would do when I was in my younger 20s. I would date one guy at one time, but I ain't never scared to let nobody go. So I might let you go, and I might get another guy a couple hours later. I ain't saying I'm gonna sleep with him because I don't sleep with everybody that I'm dating, but I will give out my number. If me and you stop talking, and then a couple hours later I'm walking and a man asks me for my number, I'm gonna give it to him if I feel like it. Now, if I feel like I need to take a break and heal, then I would take a break and heal. But you don't need to heal from everybody. But also, in the same breath, I would be careful because it seems like his ex-girlfriend, Stefan or whatever her name is, also be careful with that. Because some people, they get crazy. And like I said, they'll put hands on a new girlfriend. Like, that stuff gets very dangerous sometimes. Like, I have seen women get their face slit because the man has moved on, and your face going to get slit, the new girl. Even if she, like, because some women, they can't let go. Or just sometimes he's still smashing the ex-girlfriend. That's why she ain't letting go. That's the time. That's most of the case. For most instances, that's what it is.
Bro, I just saw the funniest tweet. Somebody was like, why is y'all trying to make Halle and Chloe Amish? They're from Atlanta. And that was so funny to me because I'm like, why are y'all so surprised about the things that they be doing? Like, they be so surprised. Like, oh my gosh, not Chloe. She's with Burna? She's with Burna. Girl, she with Burna. She is grown. She is having a ground time. Babe said, I'm finna leave December on a bang. And I ain't mad at her because, honestly, if you had access to Burna Boy, you would have been with Burna Boy. You would have been in that section with your shades, with his chain on, having a grand old time. And I'm not going to be upset with her. Like, of course, sis. Okay, don't get caught up. Okay, let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. But at the same time, girl, have a grand old time. Enjoy yourself. Now, he do be messing with the crazy girls. I will say, stand by. Okay, let's scoop the scenery and make sure nothing crazy goes and happen. But other than that, babes, I ain't got nothing to say. Have a great time. That's Burna Boy. I mean, if I was close to Burna Boy, I'd be right there with him too. But hey, let her have a great time. Her and her sister. If her sister be out and do her thing, these are grown behind women from Atlanta. Okay? Let them enjoy themselves.
The crazy thing is, we always be wondering, like, why somebody was hot and then they just stopped doing industry things. They stopped being a great singer. They stopped being a great songwriter, rapper, whatever it was. And that's because what they say is called Hollyweird. And I do believe, like, that might not even been Chloe's idea to, like, be naughty or have, like, this grown and just sexy look. That, like I said, most likely that's her team. Like, they pushing that certain stuff on people. Like, even with celebrities getting BBLs and stuff like that, I've told you, I feel like it might not even be their idea, but they pressure to do it, and they're competing against other people. And that's the worst thing you can do, is compete against somebody else. So they say comparison is a thief of all joy. Seriously. And I know it is tough, like, trying to be sane, trying to be normal, not trying to be a part of the Hollyweird, but at the same time, you need the connections.
That hurt my feelings. Talking about how boring of an individual I am. And I was like, I'm boring? It's like you can't ever really... Boring's good, right? I stay to myself. The reason I stay to myself is because this industry is crazy. And if I was so mixy, I would have, like, self-identity issues. Like, you have to stay to yourself. You have to keep your circle small to save yourself. Necessarily. Like, this industry is nuts. Nobody knows how crazy this industry is. Like, if you all knew what I have been through and knew the stories, you would be surprised that I'm still even doing this. So I have to be boring for my mental health. And not that I have to please everybody or stuff like that, but
as a celebrity, a lot of people are going to put their opinion on you or opinion of you out to the media or whatever. And of course, personally, I feel like you never take it too serious, because even me making these videos, you don't know anybody personally unless you met them in real life, unless you know them as a person. Of course, somebody could say that Chloe is promiscuous or whatever. Just because you see her out with different guys, or she dated different guys in the industry, that don't mean that she's sleeping with them all. You know what I mean? You don't sleep with most people. We don't sleep with everybody that we date. We might sleep with a few, but not everybody. Just because, or like Lori Harvey or whatever. Just because you seen Lori Harvey with guy after guy after guy, that do not mean that lady is sleeping with them all. I don't believe that. And she could, but I just don't believe it. But it is hard, and I know that can play on your self-esteem, especially if you're not mentally strong. So if you are going to be in the media, you gotta be super.
First clip of Chloe with Burna Boy, I got like a big rush of nostalgia here. You know when you was like 18, 19 and you got a taste of your first like Trey Hood boy. He treated you right, loved on you right, and he do right. That's the kind of feeling I got when I saw them. I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh, baby girl got a new walk. Like, you know, you just feel like a grown woman when you get with your first real dude. Like, I'm talking about, he hood though. He hood. But he just do something to you. Like, he make you feel like a woman. You feel like you that girl. Yeah. So when I saw the first little clip, I'm looking like, I ain't mad at your face, do you know? Like, she was walking different, he looked different. Like, just the way, like, when he opened the door for her, I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's something about them hood. And I don't even know if like he a hood dude, but it's just the feeling I got when I saw them together. Because you know, it's always like the Beauty and the Beast. Like, you got the dude that look like a roughneck, and you got the, you know, the girl from next door type of look. You know, the girl next door look. You all cute and innocent looking. Freak you out. I mean, I'm just saying, girl, do you, Chloe, girl? I know the feeling.
All right, so a quick little synopsis. Chloe Bailey, she's a beautiful girl, but being in the industry, it does play a role on your self-esteem. So the people that be like aspiring artists and stuff like that, y'all really got to think about like, okay, yes, the money's gonna be good. I'm gonna be able to see all over the world. I'm gonna be able to do what I love. But are you willing to pay the price? And that price is awfully hefty. You see what happened to like all the Disney Channel kids. They be getting touched on, and just the stuff with Diddy right now. And R. Kelly, like, parents, you want your children to have fame so much they willing to put them in harm's way. But yeah, I definitely think she's a beautiful girl, but being in the industry, you really got to pay people dust, because people are always going to talk because they not in your position. But anyway, I'm going to wish her much luck. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bells on so you can tune into my next video, which will be later on today.